Wasn't tomorrow. So we are doing this. The thing is, you have to practice something. It's not very solid. Very solid. Okay, it's fine. So you don't have to do that. Anyway. So let's solve one problem. Yesterday she asked me a doubt, and I think we should all solve that. So modulus functions we have discussed, right? Write down y is equal to modulus of. This happens with me only, right? This happens with me. That means I am the person who did the. Okay. So y is equal to. Acha, because I think ma'am is taking in Samsung notes, right? I am using OneNote only. Y is equal to modulus of x minus 1. Can you plot the graph of this? Can you plot the graph of this? Yes, tell me. You're saying something? Okay. On the graph. We'll do some problems today, okay? So that it will be easier for us. Just having theories won't help us. We should. Okay, yesterday I gave some problems for homework. How many of you have done? How many of you tried? I just want to know that. You tried? Sunshine? You did that? Yesterday. Acha, listen. I will only talk. Nobody else will talk, okay? Because I'm not able to talk now. I'm trying. Serious means what? That means you guys are not studying at home for the exam. This is your class time, right? You won't be learning that concept. And mostly are not able to do that. Yeah. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes of time. One class will go for 5 minutes. Class explanation. I don't want to do that. See, these tests are okay, fine. It should be in one day. You cannot just learn everything. Okay? In one day, it's not possible to get everything. Let's do this thing. You should learn every day. Think very this time. I was not looking for a person. You are not. You are the How you will define the function? How are you going to define this function? First, tell me that. How many of you are there online? How many of you can solve this problem? Varshini is there. And who else? Okay. Abhinav, Shakti, Lokita. Okay. So guys, those who are online, can you solve this problem? How many of you can solve this problem? Let me know about this. But Aman, you don't know. We discussed no modulus function. It's the same concept. It's the same concept. See, there are two modulus functions. We just need to add them. To add them, we need critical points, right? So let's see how we are going to do it. First, we have to, we know the definition of modulus function. Y is equal to if modulus of x is defined as it is equal to x if x is greater than equal to 0 and minus x if x is lesser than 0. That's how we define modulus function, right? Now here, there are two given functions, one this and this. Can you just okay, so here are the given function. So let's say y1, y is equal to y1 plus y2. Now what is y1? Y1 is modulus of x minus 1 and y2 is modulus of x plus 1, right? That's what the given function is. Now you have to find the critical points from there. Okay? And you have to define the function only in negative. The domain is given, right? It's given that this function y is defined only if x is greater than equal to -2. From -2 to 2, the function is given. Beyond which we don't care about the function, what is happening. So we have to define this. Now, from here, what we'll get two critical points. Okay, and that will be, if you equate this to 0, you'll get what? X is equal to 1. From here, you'll get x is equal to -1. Right? That's what you'll get. Yes or no? Huh? Sham. Output has to, we have talked about critical points, right? Where the nature of function will change, where the nature of function is changing, that means the graph is changing. Okay, we have discussed those things. You should be present in class. You should be present in class. Now see, we have two functions, these two functions, right? If you equate this to 0, what we are going to get? X is equal to 1, and from here we'll get x is equal to -1. If we equate to 0. Now we have just plot it on number line. So the function is defined from -2 to 2, and we have two critical points, -1 and 1, right? These are the critical points for this problem. All right, now we have to check in all intervals where the function is valid, if the function is valid or not, right? Okay, so how we are going to do it? Now we'll write y1 is equal to what? Modulus of x minus 1, right? So this will be equal to x minus 1 if x is greater than equal to, sorry, if x minus 1 is greater than equal to 0, negative of x minus 1 if x minus 1 is lesser than 0. Okay, so this is y1 we are defining, just y1. Let's define it properly. Now, how can we write this? Now, this is x minus 1 if x is greater than 1, greater than equal to 1, and negative of x minus 1 if x is lesser than 1. Fine. Any problem so far? We have discussed this, right? We have done separately, we have solved this problem before also. Okay, now y2. Let's solve for y2, x plus 1. Similarly, can you write for x plus 1? What will be there? Just see, this is just plus 1, minus 1, plus 1. Ashwin, tell me what is the value of y? Define y. See y2. You have to define this y2. Can you define y2? Sham, can you define y2? Hari, can you define y? Can you write like this? Tell me how? Tell me. Yeah. X. Tell me. X plus 1. If x plus 1 is greater than equal to 0, x plus, yes, negative of x plus 1 if x plus 1 is lesser than 0, not equal to. Now what we can write this? X plus 1 if x is greater than equal to minus 1, minus of x plus 1 if x is lesser than minus 1. Fine. So far it is clear. Mushal, Aman, do you understand this thing? Sunshine. Shri. Understood, no? This thing. Now you have to, but see, y is y1 plus y2. That means you have to add these two functions, right? You have to add y1 and y2. Okay. See now, now the critical point will come into picture. So y is equal to y1 plus y2. That's how we have defined, and this will be equal to. Now if x, now check the intervals here. Okay, check these intervals. Let's mark it. Let's mark it. -1, 1. Okay. Now if x is greater than equal to 1, we have this function. That means beyond this point, this function is valid. Okay. This is the definition of function. Also, x plus 1 if x is greater than -1. If x is greater than -1, then this function is valid. So first, you'll take x minus 1 from here, because y1 plus y2, no, we have to add y1 and y2, right? Is it okay? Then plus what? This plus this x plus 1, because this is only defined in that interval greater than. So here x is greater than equal to 1 and lesser than equal to 2. In between 1 to 2, because the domain is given from -2 to 2, right? So we don't have to go beyond this 2. We don't have to define function beyond 2 and -2. Okay, so we have defined function in this interval. Now what about this interval -1 and 2? Which function is valid? Now because we need to add this and this, so here x should be greater than equal to 1. But here in this interval, it's not greater than equal to 1, right? So x is lesser than 1. That means x is lesser than 1 only this side. That means this function is valid. Negative of minus of x what? -1 plus this is y1. Now y2 is what? This is y2. Now in this interval -1 to 1. Now here x is greater than equal to -1. That means this function is valid, y plus 1, right? -1 to greater than -1 here. So this function is valid. So x plus 1. And this in x when x belongs to -1 to 1. Fine. Any doubt? Now you are saying no doubt, but I know there is doubt. So the thing is, to understand these type of problems, you have to solve 1 or 2 problems by yourself. Okay, it's not like you know the concept, so you will understand everything. It's all about practice. Okay, I will give you some problems in assignment. Solve that. Ask me doubt. It's okay if you are not able to solve it. It's completely fine. But try it. Try it and see the process how I am doing it. Okay, it's exactly the same process. Y is equal to y. Yeah. Now we have this interval from -2. We have defined this interval. We have defined this interval, right? These two intervals we have defined. Now we have to check -2 to -1. Now x for this is the first. This is y1. This is y1, right? This is the value of y1 now. Yes or no? X is less than 1. So x is less than 1, right? So here x is less than 1. Which function is valid? Only this one, right? So we'll write minus of x minus 1 plus. Now this is y1 we have written in y2. This one is y2. This one is y2. Now y2 we have to check this interval, right? Because if we take x greater than or equal to minus 1, that means this side we are going, but we have to come this side, right? In between minus 2 and minus 1. So this for x is lesser than minus 1 function is defined like this. Okay, so this will be so let's write like this. So this will become minus of x plus 1. So this is where the function is defined. Yeah, equality sign will check, of course, between minus 1 and minus 2. Okay, just please concentrate here. Now tell me where we should put equality sign, because that is really important. Okay. See, first when we are defining, this is y1, this is y2, this is y1, this is y2. See, this is y1. This whole all are y1. Okay, and these all are y2. Okay, do understood now? Because we have to add these two functions, right? That's how we have defined it. Y1 and y2. Right? We have split the function. Y is equal to y1 plus y2. Right? So this is your y1 and this is your y2. Okay, now let's see how the function is defined. Now this y1 and y2 both, if it is greater than, and equality sign will hold good here. Why? For y1 we are taking this equality sign is here, right? And for this also equality sign is here, greater than equal to, so equality sign will hold good here. And it is also given in the problem that it is, we are taking 2 also we are considering, so equality sign will be here as well. Now what about this? What about here? Can anyone tell can anyone tell me what will be the equality sign here? And will there be any equality sign? Sham? Why? For minus 1 equality sign will be there. Why? See, this is this is again y1 and this is y2. Fine. Now this is y1 and this is y2. So this and this is your y1 and this is your y2. Fine. And we are considering in between minus 1 and 1. Now first y1 we are taking this one. Right? Is that correct? No, that is not correct. We are taking this one. Here x is not equal to 1. You see that? Here x is not equal to 1. X is lesser than 1. We will consider all values other than 1. Lesser than 1, but not 1. Fine. That's why at 1, equality sign will not be there. But what about minus 1? See, if that means x here is equal to minus 1, it is not equal to 1, but it is equal to minus 1. Because it is lesser than 1, no? So any value lesser than 1, it can be equal to 1 minus 1. Now this is y1 and here x is greater than equal to minus 1. See, equality sign is there. That means we'll put equality sign here. Fine. Same goes here. Minus 2 though we have already considered in the problem. So equality sign will be there. But what about minus 1? Now see, this function that we are defining, it is lesser than 1. So obviously minus 1 will be there. So equality sign is here in for y1. But for y2, equality sign is not there. X is lesser than 1. Equality sign is not there. So here there won't be equality sign in minus 1. So this is how we are going to define the function. Now, since we have got y, so let's write y clearly. Now this is x minus 1 plus x plus 1. What will be this? 2x, right? X minus 1 plus x plus 1. So this will get cancelled. So this will be 2x. So this is 2x if x is lesser than equal to 2 and greater than equal to 1. So in between 1 and 2, the value of function is 2x. Now let's check this one. So this is minus x plus 1 minus x plus 1 plus x plus 1. So that means x will get cancelled and it will be 2, right? Goshal, you understand? And this is x should be lesser than 1, greater than equal to minus 2. What about last one? Can anyone, Sham, tell me this? Like I've written on this or this I've written. Tell me this one, last one. In between x, when x is between minus 1 and minus 2. Minus 2x. Okay, so Ashwin, tell me. Ashwin, tell me. See here. See how we did that. We just do the sum here, na? Do this. Do the sum. Hari, Aman, Sunshine. Tell me answer. Tell me the final answer. I don't want to see, know your understanding. This is just addition and subtraction. Tell me. Minus x plus 1 minus x minus 1. I do the sum here. I don't know what do you mean I don't know? Huh? What do you mean I don't know? Just how do you say I don't know? If you don't know this, you are not going to understand it. So what is wrong with you? Why you are not able to solve? Just right? What is there to think? I don't know. Just need to add this. I have already done it. But not right. How do you understand? Right? This is what I'm asking for. Just open the bracket. You don't know what to do that. What is this? Minus x plus 1 minus x minus 1. What is it? Huh? Now so this is everyone. What is this? Minus 2x. When x is lesser than minus 1, greater than or equal to minus 2. Now plot this curve. You have got the final equation of y. This is how we are going to solve for y. Yesterday also you had seen it out there. I think this was the problem or something else. You understood, no? Yesterday also you got it. Goshal, why you are turning back pages? Plot the graph. Plot the graph. See, those who are online, if you are not going to speak, I'm not going to ask because see, it wastes our time a lot. Okay. So if you want to say something, just say it. I'll listen. If you won't speak, I won't ask. So now we can plot the graph, right? See, we have to plot from minus 2, right? Minus 1, 0, of course, 1, 2. This is the domain, right? This is the given domain from minus 2 to 2. The function is defined here only. Now, now see from 1 to 2, from 1 to 2, in between this, how the function is defined? It is defined 2x. 2x, right? So in between this, the function is defined as 2x. Here the function is defined as 2. Here the function is defined as minus 2x. Now do it, plot it. It's very easy. Hurry, what happened? Wait. It seems like you guys need only homework. You are used to it. Unless you are given homework, you are not going to study. That's your motto of life. In 2 years of COVID, you have not done anything. You haven't studied. I'm correct, right? I am absolutely right. You have not studied anything. You haven't focused it because there was COVID. See, COVID is not going to save you for your entire life, right? That's for sure, right? Applaud that, Aman. You have the function, right? You just substitute the value. No, if you are not able to do it, you substitute the value at x is equal to 1. At x is equal to 1, what is the value of y? Aman, at x is equal to 1. If x is equal to 1, what is the value of y? See, I have already defined the function 2x here. Tell me, if x is equal to 1, what is y? Y is 2, yeah. This is y. See, that's how we have defined, no? Y is equal to 2x if x is greater than equal to 1, lesser than equal to. So if x is equal to 1, put x is equal to 1 here. 2 into 1 is equal to what? 2. So let's say somewhere 2 is around there. Now if x is equal to 2, what is the value of y? Sham. What is the value of y at x is equal to 2? 4, right? So 2 here somewhat around here, you have 4. Ashwin, what is the coordinate of this point? What is the coordinate of this point? Don't look at me, look at the board and tell me what is the coordinate of this point. See, I'll ask. I know whom to ask what question, so please don't. If you have doubt, only then raise your hand. See, I've literally written everything there. Just tell me, you know how to write a coordinate? Do you know how to write a coordinate? Yes or no? Tell me yes or no. Okay. See, the thing is coordinate, first we write x, then we write y. It's a point. Coordinate means it's just a point in space, or in this case, 2D graph or 2D plane, I guess. So any point can be represented using x. Okay. So first we all see if there is this point, suppose this is x1, y1. What is x1? X1 is this point. This is x1, and this point is y1. Now tell me what is the coordinate of this point. See this and tell me. Yeah. See, we cannot sit for your answer the whole class. What is the coordinate? How many of you can tell me the coordinate? Goshal, what is the coordinate of this point? Sunshine, what is the coordinate of this point? 1, 2. Yes. 1, 2. I've written no here. See, this is x1. So first we write x. This is y1. Second we write y. That's what we are doing. X we are writing first. Second we are writing y. I cannot do that. Please try to. Please don't do that to me. Okay. So in between this, see here. So we have defined this interval. This interval is done. Okay. This interval is done. Next is this interval. If x is lesser than 1 and greater than equal to minus 1. What is the value of function? 2. Abhi, this is 2, right? 4. Why it is 4? I want to know. It is 4. It is 2, right? 2 is a constant value. That means y value is not going to change, right? That means from minus 1, this is minus 1, right? From minus 1 to 1, the function will remain 2. And this is that 2, this is 2. So if you take any value, it will remain 2, right? That means this line, a straight line here. Got it? Now, so we have defined this interval. Now the last one, minus 2 to minus 1. What is the value function? Minus 2x, right? If you put x is equal to minus 1, what you are going to get? Sham, Ashwin, you tell me. If x is equal to negative 2, what is the value of y? If you put x is equal to minus 2 here, huh? Yeah, you are right. Tell me loud. 4, right? Correct. So 4 is where? 4 is here. This is 4. So we are just going to connect these lines. Because the maximum power is what? 1. So it will be a straight line. Got it? Just connect this. So this is the graph of the function. This function. This. Okay. If in exam, if at all in exam this question comes, please draw the graph. Let the teacher know that you know something. Okay. Let the examiner know these things. Because once you have defined the function, you just need to plot the graph, right? Anyway, you have to do this part. This part you'll be doing anyway, right? It is just I'm trying to explain it to everyone. That's why it is taking a little bit of longer. Maximum it will take 2 minutes or 3 minutes max with graph, right? If you have enough practice, you can do it in 1 minute. 1 minute is more than enough. Okay, that will all come by practice. How much? 2 or 3, 2 marks maybe, not more than that, or maybe 1 mark, 5 marks. What is the domain? Ashwin, what is the domain of y? Or domain of this function? Let me write like that. What is the domain? Ghoshal? Ghosh Babu? Huh? Gate? What? Whenever we are speaking anything, we'll start with louder pitch, then it will be, sir, like that. Why is it like that? Sham, what is the domain of this function? Yeah. Why you are saying this -2, -1, 0, 1? Only here we are defining the function. We are defining from here to here, all everywhere, right? The graph is continuous. Can you see that? The graph is everywhere. The function is continuous, right? That means domain is from -2 to 2. Open interval or close interval? Did I ask you? Okay, fine. You don't want to get scolded. Huh? What is the range of function? See, domain simply means all x values, all possible x values. Range simply means all possible y values. Okay. When I'm telling you, you are looking on your notebook. What did I just say? What did I just say? Okay. What is the range? How many of you have got the range? See, all possible. See the graph. What is the possible values of y? Get from 2 to 4, all values y is taken. No. 2 value of y is 2. 2.2 somewhere here and here. And 2.5 somewhere here and here. You take any value between 2 to 4, all values are defined, right? So the range of this function is minus, where I don't understand where from minus is coming. The graph is above x-axis, still minus. No, I was following happy. I was about to say happy. Why? But no, this problem clear to everyone. I know. In one go, you won't be able to understand everything, especially those who haven't done modulus functions. I have explained in class. Don't shake your hand. Yesterday also I have done modulus. He's like, okay, I'm okay with it. Okay. Write down one question. Go for homework. Are those who are online, did you guys understood? See, nobody is responding. How can I ask? See, that's what happens when you are online. This is what will happen. Okay. Anyway, write down the problem. Let me check if I've got something good. Okay. Y is equal to 1. Sorry. 1 minus x. This is modulus function plus 2 plus x, and x is defined from -3. Okay. Plot See, in the beginning, you didn't know how to plot a graph, but now it seems like you will be able to plot it, right? It seems like, I'm not saying that you will be able to plot all the curves, but right now we are in learning phase. Okay, so don't worry, just whatever we are doing and go and practice a little bit. Without practice, we cannot learn anything. Okay, Goshal. Sham, got it? This is homework. This is homework. I've written a HW. Remember this thing? Remember this in class? Acha, is it? Is it? You just need to say something, no? Because you are not able to answer. Now you have something to say. HOW, sir. Okay. Next is, can any one of you plot this? Plot y is equal to x minus modulus of x. How many of you can do it? Just try this. And y is equal to x plus modulus of x. See, it's really simple because you have done a tougher problem than this, right? Before. You just need to define x, and already we know the definition of x here, right? Modulus. Let's see how many of you can do it. 2 minutes I'll give. Yeah, this is number 1. This is number 2. Okay, this is again your homework. I'm sorry, I have to skip it. Well, see, one day what we'll do, we'll gather one day and we'll have a doubt for this chapter functions. Okay, for plotting graphs, I'll give you assignment. First solve that assignment, then only you will ask doubt. Otherwise, so you won't be having any doubt because you are the Kalidas, na? You know everything, right? You'll touch the book and everything is there inside your head, right, Ashwin? Sri? Yes or no? I'm right, right? No, I'm incorrect. You are saying this equation is incorrect. Okay, so this is Goshal in doubt. Sunshine in doubt. You want to paint there? Shall I call Raghav? Hey, go call Raghav. He'll write. So in India, you'll see monuments. It will be covered with that, right? Few days back, I went to that lighthouse. My friend, yeah, my friend was there, and she was like, "What happened? Why people have it?" I said, "I just." She's from Germany, so she didn't know that this thing happens in India. So, she saw, and why she was really surprised why people have done this thing, because it's a really nice place, right? It's at ninth or 11th floor something, and the view is really awesome from there. Have you been to that lighthouse? Have you been to lighthouse? You should go once. It's really nice. Uh-huh. Are there near beach, Marina Beach, near Marina Beach. In Mahabalipuram also we have lighthouse. Ah. Ladies, listen to me. Okay, what you were discussing? You have to say something. Have you been to lighthouse, Ashwin? Sham? No. Are you should go once. It's just take this train from Velachery. Half an hour you will reach lighthouse, right? That station. Oh, you don't travel in train? Why? Only car. Okay, rich people. See, most of oh, you only told no only 10 minutes of these talks. Okay, now the talk is over. Okay, let's understand one. Ah, Goshal started dancing now itself. Sham, you understood? And let's see some of the graphs that we are going to see quadratic. Actually, I wanted to cover quadratic equation as well, but that is actually not the part of functions. Okay. When we are going to study quadratic equation, we will see everything in detail. We are just going to see equation of a parabola, simple parabola. That is defined as okay. So y is equal to write down. What happened to you? Y is equal to x square. Till now we have seen y is equal to x, right? Y is equal to modulus of x, right? Till now we have seen that. Now this is y is equal to x square. So it will be a parabola. Now let's directly plot the graph. See, if you understand the graph, if you can plot the graph, you will understand domain and range by yourself only. Okay, nobody has to teach you everything, or you won't have to work that hard. I know that process is little lengthy for you guys because 2 years so COVID was there, so nobody studied. You solve a quadratic equation in like 20 minutes, right? So this is x and y. Now see, if x is equal to 0, or see, I know you can plot it, but here, if x is equal to 0, what is the value of y? Sunshine. If x is equal to 1, what is the value of y? Huh? If x is equal to 1, what is the value of y? You want, okay, give me that. Sham, what is the value of y? Just put x is equal to 1 here. 1 square is what? 1. So if x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. If x is equal to minus 1, then 1. If x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. Fine. So the graph, I'll just simply draw the graph. It will look something like this. Okay. It's a parabola, mouth opening upward. Okay. Got it? So this is f of x is equal to x square. Now if f of x, let's say some other function is there, g of x, y is equal to g of x is equal to minus x square. Yeah, I know a song of my Empire. Shut up. Yeah, tell me. Samsung notes. I don't like Samsung notes. The thing is, it's a little bit of limited to me. I don't know why. Because mostly I use OneNote, so I'm really comfortable. And you know, inertia. Have you studied inertia? So I'm in state of inertia with this OneNote. But how you will plot minus, listen, how you are going to plot minus x square. Just see, understand here. Don't just start plotting. See, if all the values of x will be negative, then same value of x you will get all the time, right? But with a negative sign, right? So whatever is there upside, it will be downside, right? So it will be like this. Okay, it's as simple as that. Any function, any function. So this is y or g of x is equal to minus x square. Now this is parabola, mouth opening downward. Now see, if you compare this with y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, x is equal to 0, sorry, b and c is equal to 0 here in this equation. And a is equal to positive, you will get this graph. If a is equal to negative, you will get this graph. Okay. So whenever the value coefficient of a, means coefficient of x square, is negative, what you will get? This downward opening parabola. Coefficient of x square is positive, you will get upward, mouth opening upward. Now, if let's say if there is another function h of x, which is x square plus 1. Now what will happen? You'll just shift the graph by 1. This is 1. The graph will shift from 0 to 1. That's it. X square plus, we just add 1 everywhere. Got it? If it is minus 1, it will go down. Now, if it is x square minus 1, how it will look like? It will be like this. Okay, don't draw it upside down because coefficient of x square is still positive. Got it? So this anyway we are going to discuss in quadratic equation. Yes. Upside down means this one. How you make it means with this one you are talking about, right? The red one, this stuff, right? I don't got minus x square, right? You just take take the values now. Put x is equal to 1. Right? X is equal to 1. What will be the value of y? Minus 1, yeah. X square, 1 square is 1, negative. All the values will be negative. You'll get this negative of this. All the values will be negative. Also, just understand this thing. One more thing I'll write. If some function, let's say L of s is equal to x is equal to x square. This is also equal to x square mod. Okay, if x square is always equal to x or modulus of x square, always. This will help you in engineering problems. Mostly all the graphs will help you there. That's why I'm doing it. Not for NCERT. Even you can solve NCERT problem if you know how to do it. Yes. Yeah, there see. Like these two functions are different. X upon x is not equal to 1. Okay, let's understand this thing. See, the way we define the function is different. Okay, x square upon x and x, both are different functions. Here x cannot be equal to 0, but here x can take all values. You understanding this point? See, because x square upon x is what? X actually is x if x is not equal to 0. So the graph, how it will look like? It will look like something like this. So all values it will take, but 0 it will not take. Here it will take all the values. 0 also it will take. Got it? So that's the difference between these two functions. This is completely different function. That's how we define a function. You are getting this point? We will discuss this. We will discuss it, not now, maybe in the standard or some other time, or if you have doubt, then you can come to me. Okay, but not in the syllabus. Yeah. No doubt? Okay. Now there is something called even function and odd function, right? Now, even function and odd function. Now even function is defined if suppose you have if f of x, wait, if f of minus x is equal to f of x, the function is even. Okay. Can you give me any example of even function? Like x square is an even function. Example, x square, y is equal to x square. Right? This is an even function, no? This is always, you'll get the output positive. You put any value of x, any negative. Now, this is f of x is equal to x square. Fine. Now let's write down f of minus x. So instead of x, you will substitute minus x square. So what you are getting? X square. So f of x is equal to minus of f of minus x. Yeah. Y is equal to x to the power of 4 will have same nature as x. But okay, we are going to at the end we'll do that. First so this is even function. So this is the definition of even function. Now odd function, if f of negative of x is equal to negative of f of x. This is your odd function. Can anyone give me any example? If y is equal to f of x, let's say is equal to x. Y is equal to x is an odd function. If you put f of minus x, what you are going to get? Minus x, right? That means what? And this is equal to minus of f of x. Is this thing clear or not? Is it too much to digest? Even and odd. See, sine is one type of function. We'll study trigonometric function, but sine is an example of odd function and cos is an even function. Cos of minus x is always cos of x, right? Cos of minus x is equal to cos x, always, right? Sine of minus x is equal to minus sine x. Okay, so sine is an odd function and cos is an even function. We are going to study these in trigonometric function. I'm just giving you the definition of even and odd function. So this is how an odd function is defined. All right. Now the last point of function is summation or algebraic operation of functions. Right? Addition, subtraction of two functions. Let's say we have two functions f and g. Okay, f of x and g of x. Let's say. Now let's say the domain of this will be what? We write d of f, and the domain of this function is what? D of g. Okay, fine. Let's say we define an interval. Okay, let's say the interval is x, which is equal to the intersection of these two intervals. In that means what? In x, the meaning is in x, both f and g are defined. Both f and g are defined. That's the meaning, no? You got it? See, in domain of f, f is defined. In domain of g, g is defined, right? And if you take intersection, like suppose you have this interval and this is your d of f, and this is your d of g, and we are taking intersection, that means this part. So here both the functions are defined, right? You are getting it, no? On number line, if you try to represent it, it will be something like this. Let's say A, B, C, D. Okay. Now let's say f is defined from here, this side, and B and your G is defined from C to D. From here it is defined. So the common intersection is what? The common part, right? So in this part, both the functions are defined. That's the meaning of this. Okay, and this is your x, and I'm just assuming this intersection part is x. Keep writing. I know if it is not going to be in your notebook, you will not understand it. Or ask for this PDF. Take this PDF from Bhaskar. Ask him to upload this PDF. If you think like you have missed something. But my suggestion is always to write down. Okay, don't copy, because you'll be wasting time. No, here also in home also you'll be discussing. So if it is only if, now write down this thing first. Everyone write down this thing. Done. Sunshine, you have written everything. What are you waiting for? You wrote everything. I'll check your notebook. If any point is missing, I'll just pick you up like this, like an insect. Free fall. Everyone done? Now, number one, summation of these two functions. So sum of these two functions of sum of f and g. How we can write? That means if f plus g of x, we can write it as f of x plus g of x, where for all, this is the symbol of for all, by the way. Okay, for all, you can write it for all. Okay, this is the symbol we are going to use. For all x belongs to this x, this the intersection part. Okay, that means this part. The domain of f and domain of g, if like that. Okay, and this is plus or minus, you can write. You understand now what is the meaning? If you are taking positive, you will take positive. If you are taking negative, negative. Okay, Aman. Huh? Open it, open it. That's fine. Number two, product of f and g. Just write down f g, f g of x. F, that means f into g of x. So this will be equal to f of x, yeah, into g of x. And for which x belongs to the domain of f intersection domain of g. This capital X meaning is that. All right. The same thing goes with division, quotient also. Okay. So if f upon g of x can be defined as f of x upon g of x, if x belongs to x. Also, one more condition is there. What? G of x cannot be equal to 0. Okay, because this is a fraction. This is in fraction, right? And denominator cannot be equal to 0. So you will write intersect minus. You can write minus g of x is not equal to 0. Okay, or you can, there is another way. Set builder form, how can we write this? Write down in set builder form. X belongs to, write down everyone. Nobody will look at the board. Huh? He is like, sir, I'm not looking at the board. Huh? You already saw, right? So this is how we can write it. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. Provided x not okay, x is equal to 0. It should be equal to no here. Because we are subtracting it, right? So where g of x is equal to 0, we'll subtract that part from. Oh, down also we are subtracting, so this is equal to 0. Sorry. Correct. Thank you. Okay. Aman, everything you. So write down some of the problems. Find. Okay, let's start with a easier one. If f of x is equal to x square plus x minus 1, and g of x is equal to let's say 4x minus 7. Find f plus g of 2. This is 1. F into g of minus 4. This is 2. And number third, f upon g of what? Let's say 4. Good. What is 2, 4, and minus 4 here? Tell me, what is 2 minus 4? This is the value of x. Okay. You have finally you have to substitute x is equal to 2 minus 4 and 4. Do it. This is your last problem. Okay, I'll give you homework and you will do it. So function is over. And at least to NCERT and you have to clean this problem set. Do that. That's why I actually brought the laptop. See, those who are online, you won't be able to see it. I'm sorry. So it's how much time you are taking. F plus g of 2, how you will find it? See, simply add f. See this one, I'll do one. Easier one I'll do. This is f of x plus g of x, right? So how is this? This is x square plus x minus 1 plus 4x minus 7. So this will be x square plus 5x minus 8. So this you have got f plus g of x, right? Now you have to find, sorry, again, you have to find f plus g of 2. Just substitute x is equal to 2. So 2 square plus 5 into 2 minus 8. So 4 plus 10 minus 8. How much is this? 6. Okay. So that's how you are going to solve this. This and this is homework. All right. So those who are online, thank you very much for joining. I don't know whether you understood it or not. If you haven't understood, you can ask me out. Okay. I'll post the assignment. Please do that and submit it to Bhaskar. Those who won't submit assignment by Monday, you are not allowed on Monday. Okay. So that is final decision. That I have already talked to Raghav. I don't care whether you have exam, whether you have to go potty or whether you have to go anywhere else. I don't care. So don't give me excuses, and I don't care. If you won't submit the assignment, please do not come to class. Either I want to see you have tried it. That's it. I just want to see that. Okay, thank you very much. Hopefully everyone got this. See, this is greatest integer function. Okay. Come here, come closer, everyone. Come here. Come here. See, this is greatest integer function. Okay, I plotted this for you guys. So if just check the values how it is changing. The cursor is here, this point. As we keep on increasing the value of x, see how it is changing. How the nature is changing. Do you see that? See? Come here. I'll give you a special invitation. Do you want that? Come. Got it? So that's how it will keep on changing. This is greatest integer function. Similarly, you can plot other functions also. Now, see, this is your trigonometric functions. Okay. This is sine of x, this red one. And this is your sine of x, fine. This is your cos of x. This the violet one is cos of x. You can see that here. Okay. This is your tan of x. Okay. You keep zooming it out. Obviously, we won't be able to understand this here, but you see, it will not touch pi by 2, not touch 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2. It will not touch. Then in the upside, positive side, and downside, it will not touch this. Okay. So and cot is obviously opposite of that. Sec is what? 1 upon cos. So let's plot sec and cos together. So this is cos and 1 upon cos we are plotting, right? So this is sec. Got it? So that's how you can plot all the curves and I'll do that. Huh? I will it will be possible. Because you might have to okay. Thank you very much. And please solve the mysterious problem of NCERT. Okay. Any doubt? Anyone? Any doubt?